I understand completely. I don't think you had to run over him after the fact, but I think you
need to make
could have
sure.
just left it. Well,
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No,
Yeah.
you really, if you can go over again and again, and then again, just to be sure.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But eventually the cops are going to show up.
Well, then you get out of there before then.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Hi, folks. Welcome back to Pop Pop Fizzle. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Heidi.
And we just got out of seeing Deadpool, so we're going to give you our quick non-spoiler review from right here in the car.
Yes.
Not even going to wait to get back into our little setup to film. We're just going to tell you what we thought about it. I'm going to let Heidi go first with her thoughts.
I thought it was fantastic. The opening sequence rivals the first one. I think all the action pieces were absolutely stunning. I think the acting was very well done. I hope the Academy was watching. And I think the use of music, pop culture references, and fourth wall breaking were amazing.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think there were a few places where jokes didn't necessarily land with me the way that they should have. I think that's difficult anytime you're making a sequel to something as well received as the original Deadpool was. What made Deadpool stand out was that it was so different, and there's really no way to give us Deadpool 2 without it being somewhat more of the same. And that's not a problem if you enjoyed the first one, which we did. So I enjoyed this as well, but there were a few times where I felt like a little bit too much of the same sort of stuff.
Some stuff was a little uncomfortable.
Some stuff was certainly uncomfortable. Not that we wouldn't expect that.
Right.
But also, I felt like Heidi said, the action pieces were really well done. The fourth wall breaking didn't really bother me. I like that sort of thing. Lots of pop culture references. Those worked for me for the most part. But there were a couple of places where it fell a little bit flat for me, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's as good as the first one, but I would say it's definitely a worthy follow-up to the first one. And without spoiling anything, it's kind of hard to say too much more than that. We may do a spoiler thing at a later point, we may not, I don't know yet, but we want to keep this spoiler-free so that you guys can enjoy seeing the movie. So the way we rate things here on Pop Pop Fizzle, if you've been watching for a while, is that if a movie fizzles, that just means don't bother wasting your money. If it's a pop for us, that's a definitely see it, but you don't have to hurry right out to the theater. See it whenever you can on Netflix or streaming or something like that. And if it's a double pop, then go out and see it now. Spend your hard-earned lucre and grab a big popcorn and a soda and enjoy yourself at the theater. So, given that criteria, Heidi,
Pop and a half.
pop and a half?
Because I do that sort of thing.
Yeah, you do.
I do. It's definitely a fun thing to go out and see. Some of the action pieces definitely are worth seeing on the bigger screen. We happened to see it in Dolby, so the sound was actually, I kind of don't really care that much about sound, but it was actually really great. So I think that was actually worth seeing in the theater. So I'd say, but if you're not really a fan, but you're interested in this, definitely go, definitely see it. But you don't have to run out and see it. So pop and a half.
Yeah, for me, if you're a fan of the original Deadpool, this is definitely a double pop. You definitely want to see this as quickly as possible so nobody will spoil it. You want to enjoy yourself with a big corn and soda and not boiled and buttered corn, by the way. I'm talking popped corn. Definitely do popcorn. So no, it's messy. Nobody wants to smell that.
A low taste.
No.
No?
Anyway, so enjoy yourselves at the theater. Definitely go out and see this as soon as you can. If Deadpool the first, you liked it, but it wasn't just, one of your favorites, then maybe you can hold off until it hits streaming. But either way, it was a good flick, an enjoyable flick.
Definitely.
We had a good time with it. Definitely excited to see what they do with these characters more in the future. The one thing I wanted to point out, though, for sure, and I was surprised I felt this way, but I felt like the introduction of Cable into this film, that's not a spoiler, you've seen him in the trailers, I thought was handled so well because I could see that character being used outside of a Deadpool movie on his own, and I would still enjoy it and still like it. So they really made him feel like his own character and his own element, and not just a +1 in the Deadpool universe. So
and he definitely fit. We wondered how his seriousness and his tone would fit with the caricature of Deadpool, and they really did fit well together.
Yeah, I thought so too. So anyway, we enjoyed the film. What do you think? Have you seen the film? Let us know what you thought in the comments below. If you haven't seen it, are you looking forward to? If you like this video,
go ahead and hit that thumbs up.
That's right. right? And consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps us continue to do what we love to do, including reviews, not always from our car, as well as trailer reactions and some other fun stuff we've got coming up. Now, we just dropped our first really unhelpful movie review. If you haven't checked that out, I'll put the link in the description below. Be sure and check that out and let us know what you think. If you like it, we'll do some more stuff like that in the future. Until next time, folks.
Bye.
Bye.